Everyone, I am Janhavi Panwar. Welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, then welcome to my channel. I'm already aware that I have a pimple right here, in the strangest place possible. However, no need to point it out in the comment section down below because I know you guys do that. However, in this video, we're gonna talk about 10 English phrases that are gonna make you sound instantly smart, just like this, right? If you're a natural English speaker, I'm pretty sure you already use these phrases. If you're not, then start using these phrases. They're gonna make you sound so smart and so natural in any conversation out there, whether it's in a meeting, in a debate, in a group discussion, or just a simple conversation. So let's get started. All right, phrase number one that can make you sound instantly smart is to a certain extent. Now, to a certain extent means when you agree with something, but you do not fully agree with it, right? Like you agree with something, but you partially agree with it, not fully. So you can say, yeah, to a certain extent, that's true. Or to a certain extent, I believe. So you're giving your opinion like you believe this, but not fully, just, a bit of it, half part of it, or like impartially. So to a certain extent. Number two phrase, it goes without saying. It goes without saying means saying it's obvious. When we say obviously, so it's saying obviously, but in a very sophisticated manner. So if you want to say obviously, but in a sophisticated manner, you're just going to say it goes without saying. For example, it goes without saying that hard work is the key to success. So it's obvious, but you're making it sound a bit more sophisticated, right? Also, I know that just 10 English phrases are not going to cover it up. So I have something for you. I have my book, which is 90 days English speaking course. Yes, you heard me right. 90 days, just 90 days. You're going to get so many of these phrases there, so many vocabulary, a lot of words, phrases, sentence structure, situational conversations, everything in my book, which is 90 days speaking English course. Everything is covered in 9 units and 90 chapters. You can find the link in the description box down below for my book. It's currently on a sale, so go and check it out and buy it today, and you're gonna get a whole lot of these phrases. Now let's talk about phrase number three. Phrase number three that is gonna make you sound very confident is in light of. Now, what is in light of? So if you want to introduce a topic or a context, like if a conversation is going on and you want to bring up a new topic, or you want to bring up a new context, or when somebody's saying something, so you just want to add on to something, so you can say in light of this. For example, if you're having a conversation about immigration, so you can say, yeah, and in light of illegal immigration, so you're bringing up the context of illegal immigration. So what you say, you said in light of. Next phrase we have, I beg to differ. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's a pretty common phrase out there. I beg to differ. You usually say this when you disagree with something, but this is a polite way of disagreeing. Like somebody put out an opinion, you do not agree with it, so you can very simply say, I beg to differ. That means you have a different opinion on something than that of the other person. So if you disagree and you want to disagree politely, so you're going to say, I beg to differ. Next phrase we have is be that as it may. Be that as it may is basically acknowledging a point but moving on. For example, if everyone is talking about immigration but you want to talk about something else, so you can say be that as it may. That means you're acknowledging that point, you're acknowledging their point, but now you want to move on from one example to another, or from one topic to another. So basically switching from one topic to another, but still acknowledging the topic that is going on, not just like, all right, let's just stop talking about that. That's rude. You have to acknowledge what's going on. You have to acknowledge the topic about which everyone is talking about. So you can say that be that as it may. That means you're acknowledging, but still at the same time, you're moving on to another topic. Next phrase we have is as far as I'm concerned. That means you're giving an opinion, and you're giving an opinion confidently. Like as far as you know. When you say as far as I'm concerned, that means as long as you know, something that you know, that you are the only one concerned with it. You don't care about others. You're just giving your opinion confidently. For example, again, if someone's talking about illegal immigration again, so obviously you have knowledge, but maybe not to the full extent of it. So you're going to say as far as I'm concerned. So you're putting out your opinion confidently. Next phrase we have, needless to say. Needless to say is, again, another way of saying obviously, but you just sound smarter when you say this. For example, when you say, needless to say, illegal immigration is increasing these days. So you're just saying obviously, but in a way smarter manner, right? So it's needless to say. The next phrase we have is It's worth noting that. When do you say it's worth noting that? When you want to highlight something important. For example, you're having a conversation and you want to point that that should be worth noting, that other people should acknowledge, that other people should take into account, that is important to mention, and you want other people to see and acknowledge that how important that point is. So you're going to say it's worth noting that. So it's worth noting that, and then whatever your point is, you're just saying that this point is important. Next phrase we have is more often than not. More often than not is used when something happens frequently. For example, more often than not, a simple solution works best. That means a simple solution works frequently or happens frequently. So when something is very frequent, when something is not occasional but happens frequently, so you can say more often than not. Or when not just about an action, it can be about anything, it can be even about a fact, so you can just say more often than not. And the last phrase that is going to make you sound very, very confident is in the grand scheme of things. I know how that sounds. So when you say in the grand scheme of things, you're just asking other people, or you're just mentioning the bigger picture. Like you're talking about something, but you want to mention the bigger picture of it, like the bigger context of it. So you're going to say, and in the grand scheme of things. So this is how you're going to use these phrases in any conversation. So now I have one task for you. In the comment section down below, you guys are gonna use all of these phrases in different sentences. If possible, use one phrase in 2 different sentences. If not, then use one phrase in 1 sentence. Do this in the comment section down below. Make sure to go check out my book, which is 90 Days Spoken English course. And believe me, if you're gonna follow 1 chapter each day, you will become fluent in 90 days with that book. Go and check it out. The link for that is in the description box down below. As for me, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye everyone. Stay safe.